So grab yourselves a pen and a piece of paper, get yourselves settled in, and we're good to go. Right. After three, 1, 2, 3, here's your first question. And it is this: name the actress for number 1. So name the actress for number 1. I've just taken 2 Anadin as well that have got caffeine in. So I've cut caffeine out. I've been so good. I've not been drinking Coca-Cola or anything like that for about 2 months now. But yeah, so I'm probably about to be wired as soon as these kick in, just in case you're wondering. Number 2, which Scottish singer had albums Something to Shout About, New Roots, and her highest charting UK album, Together? So which Scottish singer had albums Something to Shout About, New Roots, and her highest charting UK album, Together? Yeah, I drank that Cherryade far too quick. Numero 3, the Telebow was a crossbar attached to a TV camera, was the main feature of which game show? A couple of these questions, by the way, have come up, but not in the last 3 years. It's just I'm writing so many questions at once at the minute. I am going through my archives just to fill some gaps where I've got them. So there might be some questions over the next couple of quizzes that you go, sure, we've had that before. Yes, but they're not recent. I'm only looking at the 2020 quizzes and my older archives as well, just in case you think I'm sure we've had this. Not doing complete rounds or anything like that. Number 4, which of these Star Wars films was released first? Was it The Force Awakens? Was it Revenge of the Sith? Return of the Jedi, or A New Hope? So which of these Star Wars films was released first? The Force Awakens, Revenge of the Sith, Return of the Jedi, or A New Hope? And what time do you call this, Vicky? Rolling in at this hour on question 4? Shocking. Number 5, which group had hits even with I Want You Back, ABC, and Dancing Machine? So, which group had hits with I Want You Back, ABC, and Dancing Machine? Yeah. Number 6, which singer was born Georgios Kyriakos Panayioutou? Which singer was born Georgios Kyriakos Panayioutou? That is an old question from 2020, and I remember I couldn't pronounce it back then either. Hey. Number 7, who played the role of Special Agent Gracie Hart in Miss Congeniality? Who played the role of Special Agent Gracie Hart in Miss Congeniality? Go, caffeine's kicking in. Number 8, which singer's first 3 number 1s were A Moment Like This, Bleeding Love, and Run? Just to clarify, they weren't this singer's first 3 singles, because one of them didn't go to number 1 in between. But yes, which singer's first 3 number 1s were A Moment Like This, Bleeding Love, and Run? Number 9, Dusty Bin was the mascot and booby prize of which game show? No, I was going to say something, but then it gives away the answer. I mean, I know there's some of you trying to do some actions at home right now, but And number 10, which movie series had films Pet Detective and When Nature Calls? So which movie series had films Pet Detective and When Nature Calls? So round 2 then is not science and nature, it is not geography, it's not sport and leisure, it's not food and drink, it is returning, it is some history for you. Something old, something new, something borrowed from the archives, and I don't think there's anything blue in here. And we'll save that for the general knowledge round. But here we go, some history for you, starting with this, number 1. Genghis Khan was the first ruler of which empire? So Genghis Khan was the first ruler of which empire? Number 2, what was the name of the British Mars lander that was lost in 2003? Was it called Spaniel 2? Was it called Beagle 2, Rover 2, or Labrador 2? What was the name of the British Mars lander that was lost in 2003? Was it Spaniel 2, Beagle 2, Rover 2, or Labrador 2? Looks like I might have given Phil and Tracy a bit of a fright. They just said few, thought it was going to be flags. I know. Have an idea with flags. That's all I'm telling you. I've got an idea with flags. Number 3, how old was Mary Queen of Scots when she inherited the throne? Was she 6, 12, or 18? So how old was Mary Queen of Scots when she inherited the throne? Was she 6, 12, or 18? No, I've come up with everyone's going to know flags now. I've come up with a way to reintegrate flags into the quiz without it affecting those who don't like flags. Cunning. Number 4, which year did Queen Elizabeth II declare her Annus Horribilis? So which year did Queen Elizabeth II declare her Annus Horribilis? I'm trying to work out if I've got hiccups, if I need... yeah, I don't know what I've got going on at the minute. Edit. Close. Number 5, at the time it took place, where was the Battle of Waterloo? Was it Belgium, the United Kingdom? Start that again. At the time it took place, where was the Battle of Waterloo? Was it Belgium, United Kingdom of the Netherlands, or France? So at the time it took place, where was the Battle of Waterloo? Was it Belgium, United Kingdom of the Netherlands, or France? I was on mute, but there was a train. Number 6, which country's Latinized name is Cambria? Common urban myth that is frequently bandied around that the Romans gave this said country this name, but it didn't. But which country's Latinized name is Cambria? Pesky Romans get blamed for everything, but this one was not one of theirs. Number 7, Pompeii was burned under the Pompeii was buried under the ash of which volcano? Pompeii was buried under the ash of which volcano? Yeah, it is hiccups I've got. I've just worked it out. 13 questions and then I can fix it. Number 8, which monuments are known as empty tombs erected to symbolise the unprecedented losses during World War One? So which monuments are known as empty tombs erected to symbolise the unprecedented losses during World War One? Number 9, the videotape wars of the 70s were between VHS and which other format? So the videotape wars of the 70s were between VHS and which other format? I was thinking about this the other day. What kind of a world would we live in now if the other format won? These are the kind of things that keep me awake at night. And finally, number 10, which monarch died in 1901? If you know your history, a nice easy one to finish off the round. Which monarch died in 1901? Final round before we take a break. It is Saturday, so here's some more blockbuster style questions for you. I've refreshed my database over the last couple of weeks. Here we go. Number 1. What LOTL is a common autumn phrase to explain train delays? Don't mock the mini disc. I like the mini disc. What LOTL is a common autumn phrase to explain train delays? All the music in a children's theatre I worked in, all the music was on mini disc. So don't mock the mini disc. I like the mini disc. Oh, too far. Number 2. What TD is an American holiday in November? So what TD is an American holiday in November? Number 3, what GT was home to William Shakespeare plays? What GT was home to William Shakespeare plays? Number 4, what CDS is the French term for dead end? So what CDS is the French term for dead end? Budum, 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 budum. Number 5, what GF is a disease, sometimes called mono or the kissing disease? So what GF is a disease, sometimes called mono or kissing disease? Stop it. Number 6, what HWB is a useful item to help warm up? So what HWB is a useful item to help warm up? There we go. Number 7, what FF was grown in the Garden of Eden? So what FF was grown in the Garden of Eden? No, I definitely... Sorry, someone thinks they've misheard me. I definitely said kissing. Number 8. What WP is a sport played in a pool without horses? So what WP is a sport played in a pool without horses? Two to go. Number 9. There we go. Two to go. Number 9. What WS is a nausea-instigated anxiety? What WS is a nausea-instigated anxiety? And your final one, number 10. What sciatic? Start again. What SIATC is a saying for a minor issue blown out of proportion? So what SIATC is a saying for a minor issue blown out of proportion? I know that's probably far too many letters than you would see on the Blockbusters Gold Run, but yeah. Okay, they are up on the hub. Slightly. Bits. Right, here we go then. So let's go through your first 30 answers, see how you're doing so far. Entertainment number 1. Name the actress. That is Halle Berry. Number 2. Which Scottish singer had album Something to Shout About? New Roots and her highest charting UK album, which was Together. It was Lulu. Number 3, the telly bow, a crossbow attached to a TV camera, was the main feature of which game show? It was The Golden Shot. Number 4, which of these Star Wars films was released first? It was A New Hope. That was the first one to be released, even though it's not the first if you watch them in the proper timeline, but it was the first one to be released. Number 5. Which group had hits with I Want You Back, ABC, and Dancing Machine? It was the Jackson 5. The Jackson 5. Number 6. Which singer was born Georgios Kyriakos Paniatou? It was George Michael. And number 7. Who played the role of Special Agent Gracie Hart in Miss Congeniality? It was Sandra Bullock. And number 8. Which singer's first 3 number 1s were A Moment Like This, Bleeding Love, and Run? It was Leona Lewis. Number 9, Dusty Bin was the mascot and booby prize of which game show? It was 3, 2, 1. I can't do the whole flicking of finger round. I end up just swearing at people when I try to do it. But yeah, I know some of you can probably do it. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. And number 10, which movie series had films Pet Detective and When Nature Calls? It's Ace Ventura. Your history. Number 1, Genghis Khan was the first ruler of which empire? It was the Mongol Empire. Number 2, what was the name of the British Mars lander that was lost in 2003? It was Beagle 2. Although, it was lost, but I must have missed this news article, but when I was putting this together, in 2016, they found it. And it's there. It kind of sort of survived. It just can't do what it's supposed to be doing. It can't call home. Needs to get some tips from E.T. Number 3, how old even was Mary Queen of Scots when she inherited the throne? She was 6. So I can't remember who it was that died that meant that she became, she basically had the throne. But yeah, so she was 6 when she inherited the throne. Number 4, which year did Queen Elizabeth II declare her Annus Horribilis? It was 1992. Number 5, at the time it took place, where was the Battle of Waterloo? It was the United Kingdom of the Netherlands, which is now Belgium, but at the time it was the United Kingdom of the Netherlands. Number 6, which country's Latinized name is Cambria? It is Wales. Number 7, Pompeii was buried under the ash of Vesuvius. Mount Vesuvius. Number 8, which monuments are known as empty tombs, erected to symbolise the unprecedented losses during World War I? They're called the cenotaph. Cenotaph, yeah. It's always eerie walking past the one on Whitehall. Number 9, the videotape wars of the 70s were between VHS and which other format? It's Betamax. Yeah, these are the things that keep me up at night. What would have happened if Betamax won? Number 10, which monarch died in 1901? It was Queen Victoria. Into your blockbusters. Number 1, what LOTL is a common autumn phrase to explain train delays? It is leaves on the line. Leaves on the line. Yeah, I'm right. Number 2, what TD is an American holiday in November? It's Thanksgiving Day. Number 3, what GT was home to William Shakespeare plays? It's the Globe Theatre. Number 4, what CDS is the French term for dead end? It is cul-de-sac. Number 5, what GF is a disease sometimes called mono or kissing disease? It is glandular fever. Just making sure to emphasize this time in case. Number 6, what HWB is a useful item to help warm up? It is a hot water bottle. Number 7, what FF was grown in the Garden of Eden? It was forbidden fruit. Number 8, what WP is a sport played in a pool without horses? It is water polo. Number 9, what WS is a nausea-instigated anxiety? It is worried sick. Anxiety part is worried, and the nausea sick. Worried sick. And number 10, what SIATC is a saying for a minor issue blown out of proportion? It is storm in a teacup. Storm in a teacup. Yeah, I am right. So that then is your first Number 1. Name the game show for this. This is why I know that the questions aren't the same, because I wouldn't have had a picture in a connection round back when I did this. So name the game show for number 1. Number 2, what is the name of a container with a... Hold, please. Yeah, I thought I had. I've given you the answer. I've given you the answer to the question in that. You get a point, and you get a point, and you get a point. What is the name of a container with a flat box and sides? It's supposed to be a flat lid and sides, but I've put the answer in the question, so there you go. You all get one answer for the connection round. Number 3, what is the name of the 6th planet from the sun? So what is the name of the 6th planet from the sun? Number 4, complete the name of the TV show judged by Greg Wallace and John Turode. It's called what, chef? I'm getting told off now. No answers in the quiz. Sorry. I know, I've sat there and told everyone not to put answers in the YouTube live chat, and there's me just putting them in the actual question itself. Number 4, complete the name of the TV show judged by Greg Wallace and John Turode. It's called what, chef? I mean, would you expect anything less from a quiz of mine? There has to be some kind of stupidity in it. Number 5, what is the name of a series of thoughts, images, and sensations occurring in a person's mind during sleep? So what is the name of a series of thoughts, images, and sensations occurring in a person's mind during sleep? Number 6, what is the 5th vowel in the alphabet? Train. So what is the 5th vowel in the alphabet? There's an almighty delay tonight, I've just realised as well. It's normally about 15-second delay, but there seems to be quite a big delay tonight. Number 7, what is the first book of the Old Testament? So what is the first book of the Old Testament? I thought you'd done this connection. Oh, I have. I have done the connection, but the questions are, in the main, different. Number 8, what E is a form of activity that holds the attention and interest of an audience? What E is a form of activity that holds the attention and interest of an audience? Number 9, what is the name of a device used to make or break the connection in an electric circuit? So what is the name of a device used to make or break the connection in an electric circuit? As always, question 10. What links those 9 answers together? They want to be together. I don't know where that's come from. Here you go. It's the caffeine. So yeah, what links those 9 answers together? I don't think I can kind of... It's a bit better. Although I do feel now I'm falling down. Right, general knowledge then to wrap up this evening's quiz. Number 1, 10 random. Which fairy tale has the lines, let down your hair that I may climb thy golden stair? I've lost the thing now. That's a bit better. Which fairy tale has the lines, let down your hair that I may climb thy golden stair? Number 2, Taylor's, Dow Vintage, and Coburn's are brands of which drink? So Taylor's, Dow Vintage, and Coburn's are brands of which drink? Number 3, in the USA, ICE stands for Immigration and Customs what? So in the USA, ICE stands for Immigration and Customs what? It's pronounced Coburn's, right? I had this in running pubs for years. Okay, it's Coburn's. Number 4, what is the name of that vehicle? So what is the name of that vehicle? Number 5, what is the name of the scale measuring wind intensity? So what is the name of the scale measuring wind intensity? Number 6, in which 1971 musical, pay close attention to the year, in which 1971 musical would you find the songs Pure Imagination, The Candyman, and The Bubble Machine? Because if I was marking someone's quiz sheet and they didn't have this correct, I would give it wrong. Just so you know. But in which 1971 musical would you find the songs Pure Imagination, The Candyman, and The Bubble Machine? But you guys are marking it, so it's entirely up to you. I just know I'm competitive and evil. Train. Number 7, what is the nearest planet to the sun? So what is the nearest planet to the sun? Number 8, what is the traditional measure of a drag race distance? Is it a quarter of a mile, 1 mile, or 1¼ miles? So what is the traditional measure of a drag race distance? Is it a quarter of a mile, 1 mile, or 1¼ miles? Number 9, Mount Everest lies in which mountain range? And your final question this evening, number 10, name the mobile game from this picture. Can't have been taken from Sarah's phone or from my friend Haley's phone because they're only what looks to be on level 219, and I believe they're in the 5,000s. I'm saying nothing. Part of the quiz.
No.
Number 1. Name the game show that is The Cube. Go on. Go. 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 Number 2. What is the name of a container with a flat box and sides? Would you believe it's called a box?
Daddy, I think I know the one with square.
Okay. Number 3. What is the name? Okay. Yeah. What is the name of the 6th planet from the sun? It is Saturn. Yes. Number 4. Complete the name of the TV show judged by Greg Wallace and John Turode. It is MasterChef.
And the first one is Red Bull 4.
Right, go on, disappear.
The first one is Red Bull 4, by the way.
Go on, off you go. Number 5. What is the name of a series of thoughts, images, and sensation occurring in a person's mind during sleep? It is dreams. He's no idea what he's talking about. Number 6. What is the 5th vowel in the alphabet? It is U. A-E-I-O. U. Don't know why I sang that, but there you go. Number 7. What is the first book of the Old Testament? It is Genesis. Number 8. What E is a form of activity that holds the attention and interest of an audience? It is entertainment. Number 9. What is the name of a device used to make or break the connection in an electric circuit? It is switch. And so what links those 9 answers together? They are all games consoles. So yeah, different questions to last time, because I know, like I said, for the cube one in the top, and I definitely didn't give you the box answer last time. So definitely different questions, but the same connection there. So they are all different types of games consoles. So you got the Wii U and the Nintendo Entertainment System and the Sega Saturn and all those kind of things there. Well done if you got that. General knowledge, number 1. Which fairy tale has the lines, "Let down your hair that I may climb thy golden stair"? It is Rapunzel. Number 2. Taylor's, Dalvintage, and Coburn's are brands of which drink? It is port. You have no idea how many times since I wrote that I've been making sure that it's in my head that way pronounced, so I didn't say something rude. Number 3. In the USA, ICE stands for Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Number 4, what is the name of that vehicle? That is a Sinclair C5. Number 5, what is the name of the scale measuring wind intensity? It is the Beaufort scale. No, I think I had Commodore in last time, because I seem to vaguely remember Commodore around a Lionel Richie question. Number 6, in which 1971 musical would you find the songs Pure Imagination, The Candyman, and The Bubble Machine? It is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. That is what it was called back in 1971, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Number 7, what is the nearest planet to the Sun? It is Mercury. Number 8, what is the traditional measure of a drag race distance? It's a quarter of a mile. Fans of the Fast and the Furious, you will have remembered that. I live my life a quarter mile at a time. Number 9, what mountain? The Himalayas. That's the most important part of that, not the Himalayas. And finally, number 10, name the mobile game. That is Candy Crush. Which I believe, if I remember reading right, something over the last few weeks, probably the reason I put it in, that has overtaken sales of handheld games consoles for the first time. So that the Candy Crush has been downloaded more times than people have had games consoles, like handheld games consoles, like Game Boys and stuff like that. Right, Tot, your scores up. Let me just put the after quiz post up. Seem to be on that much of a delay. I don't think it will be. I'm just waiting for it to post. There we go. Yeah, right. So the after quiz post is up on Facebook and Instagram now. So head on over there and share your scores with me and let me know how you got on. If you want or need a tie-breaking question, it is this. And in honor of tomorrow, and a massive, massive good luck. Having done 2 of them myself, I know exactly how you are feeling right now. But the London Marathon takes place tomorrow. But what is the highest elevation point in feet? So what is the highest point of the course, basically? So the 26.2 mile course, what is the highest elevation point that the runners tomorrow will reach? Massive good luck. I have the utmost respect. Like I say, I've done 2. I kind of do want to do a 3rd because 3 sounds better than 2. But if I do a 3rd, it won't be London. I'm looking at something else, but that's a year or so out at the minute. But yeah, so the London Marathon takes place tomorrow. What is the highest elevation point in feet? Okay, so remember, nearest to this gets the point. In 3, 2, 1. It's 172 feet. That is the highest elevation point. It's at 1.43 miles in. So if you are doing the London Marathon tomorrow, good luck. The highest point you will reach is 172 foot. After that, it is downhill. I can guarantee you it is all